7 important things you should know when you analyze an advert. Mega Easy English. Part 1. Theory. The first newspaper advertisement was published in 1704 in the United States. Then, in the early 1800s, billboards came into existence and brands began to leverage them to express their value propositions. Advertising took a whole new turn when radio stations and television came into play, and by the beginning of the 20th century, more than 50% of the world's population used them. At this time, ads started to feel more personalized as communication was now directly between the customer and brand. In the 1950s, brands started introducing characters just for advertisements to resonate with their audience. For example, Kellogg's introduced cartoon mascot Tony the Tiger to promote Frosted Flakes breakfast cereal. The internet has taken hold of our lives since the early 2000s. The use of the internet became more widespread and brands saw this as an opportunity. Advertisers began focusing more on digital ads instead of traditional offline channels. 1. Products. The aim of an advert is to sell a product. All sorts of products are to be found in an advert, ranging from the toothpaste to the luxury cars. 2. Context. The context of an advert is very important because it sets the product into a particular atmosphere in which the customer is likely to project into. The mood could be happy, sad, or scary. 3. Audience. Each advert targets a particular audience. This audience ranges from the children to the elderly people. It can also target a more specific group of people, such as geeks. 4. Visuals. The visuals are the way elements are displayed in the advert to enhance the product advertised. To do so, most adverts use a chromatic contrast between the product advertised and the background. 5. Slogan. The slogan or the catchphrase is the sentence that we always associate to the brand. It is something that is bound to remain forever in your head and that reminds you of a specific brand or product. To reach this enduring effect, the slogan or the catchphrase has to be short and efficient. Example: have a break, have a Kit Kat. 6. Emotions. Each advert is linked to a specific emotion. It could be funny, sad, or scary. The objective of adding an emotion to an advert is to make you remember it better. 7. Values. Most of the time, an advert embodies a specific value or ethic. In that way, you can easily identify to the product if you share the same value or ethic. It is worth adding that the values present in the adverts follow the evolution of trends in a given society at a given time. For instance, the values present in an advert by Coke in the 1960s are not the same as an advert by the same brand in 2023. Seven important things you should know when you analyze an advert. Mega Easy English. Part 2. Example. Seven important things you should know when you analyze an advert. Methodology. Mega Easy English. Today we are going to study an advert by Eastpak. Part 1. Product. The product advertised here is a backpack by Eastpak. The backpack is highly visible since its red color catches the eyes and it is located in the middle of the picture. Moreover, there is a strong chromatic contrast between the red bag and the white color of the skeleton, along with the orange ground. Part 2. Context. This advert has been set in the desert or in a very hot and arid region of the world, as we can easily notice from the heavy cracks on the ground. As a matter of fact, there is absolutely no trace of vegetation. As we have a skeleton, we may infer that this former explorer has been devoured by predators such as vultures, animals that are to be found in those arid and hot regions. Part 3. Audience. This advert targets people who like adventure. We may suppose it is aimed at explorers, adventurers, or people practicing sports in extreme conditions. We have a skeleton who appears to be crawling on the ground as if he was desperately reaching some spot where he can find any water that would help him survive. Unfortunately, he didn't make it. The only thing that survived and remained intact is his backpack. The skeleton's open mouth tends to confirm this assumption. We may infer that this poor explorer called for help before dying in the cruel desert. Part 4. Visuals. The visuals in this video are based on a triangular chromatic contrast between the red bag, the white skeleton, and the orange ground. The objective of this chromatic contrast is to enhance the advertised product, Eastpak backpack. Moreover, the position of the skeleton suggests some kind of motion, and we are placed just above it as if we were the soul of this deceased explorer, overlooking his own body or what remains of it. Part 5. Slogan. In the bottom right hand corner we have the logo of the brand, Eastpak, associated to its slogan, guaranteed for life, maybe longer. This slogan clearly refers to the context of the picture, since the only thing that has remained intact in the harsh conditions of the desert is the backpack by Eastpak. This conveys the idea that this product is worth having since it is a lifelong investment and even longer. Part 6. Emotions. Because of the skeleton and the facial expression of the skull, we have some kind of scary atmosphere since this advert deals with the advent of death in horrible conditions. It is quite sad because his family was unable to bury him in quite a decent way. It is even more horrible because his flesh and his organs became food for predators. Part 7. Values. The values that are put forward in this advert are that this bag is a high quality one. It is worth it since it is a lifelong investment. It also conveys the idea of reliability since you can use it in very extreme conditions without risking to be deceived by it. A recap. 1. Product. The backpack by Eastpak. 2. Context. The desert or a very arid place. 3. Audience. Explorers, adventurers, or people practicing sports in extreme conditions. 4. Visuals. A triangular chromatic contrast between the red bag, the white skeleton, and the orange ground. 5. Slogan. Guaranteed for life, maybe longer. This product is worth having since it is a lifelong investment and even longer. You will never be deceived by it, you can trust it since it will always remain the same. 6. Emotions. Fear, horror, compassion. They are linked to the scary atmosphere of the picture. A dead body, a skeleton, a poor explorer has rotten to death in a forsaken place. 7. Values. High quality bag, a good investment for your money, trust. You can trust it in extreme conditions.
Si tu as aimé la vidéo et que tu souhaites découvrir d'autres vidéos de Mega Easy English, n'oublie pas de mettre un petit pouce bleu, d'enclencher la cloche de notification et de t'inscrire à la chaîne. Merci et à bientôt pour de nouvelles vidéos.